Born on August 15, 1769, in the small town of Ajaccio on the island of Corsica, Napoleon Bonaparte would rise from humble beginnings to become one of the most influential figures in European history. His father, Carlo Bonaparte, was a lawyer, and his mother, Letizia Remolino, a strong-willed woman who would greatly influence his life. Napoleon was the second of 8 children in a family of modest means. As a young boy, Napoleon was sent to the French mainland to receive his education. At the age of 9, he was enrolled in a religious school in Autun before moving to a military academy in Brienne-le-Château. There, he showed an aptitude for mathematics and a keen interest in military history and strategy. Napoleon's determination and ambition were evident even in his youth. He would often spend hours studying the great military leaders of the past, dreaming of his own future glory. The French Revolution of 1789 was a tumultuous period that saw the fall of the monarchy, the rise of radical political factions, and the birth of the French Republic. Amidst this chaos, Napoleon found his opportunity. He quickly rose through the ranks of the Revolutionary Army, displaying remarkable skill and bravery. In 1793, at the Siege of Toulon, Napoleon's tactical genius came to the fore. His successful command of the artillery led to a decisive victory for the revolutionaries, earning him a promotion to brigadier general at just 24 years old. By 1795, Napoleon had become a trusted military leader. When royalist forces threatened the Directory, he was called upon to defend the government. His decisive action in crushing the rebellion with a whiff of grape shot solidified his reputation as a savior of the Republic. Appointed commander of the Army of Italy in 1796, Napoleon embarked on a campaign that would further establish his legendary status. Despite being outnumbered and under-resourced, his innovative tactics and relentless drive led to a series of stunning victories against the Austrian forces. In 1798, Napoleon turned his attention to Egypt, aiming to disrupt British trade routes and establish French influence in the region. Though the campaign was marked by significant victories, such as the Battle of the Pyramids, it also faced challenges, including the destruction of the French fleet at the Battle of the Nile by Admiral Nelson. Despite setbacks, Napoleon's time in Egypt was notable for his interest in the country's ancient history and his founding of the Institut d'Egypte, which brought together scholars and scientists to study the region. Returning to France in 1799, Napoleon found a nation in turmoil. Sensing an opportunity, he orchestrated a coup d'etat on November 9, 1799, known as the Coup of 18 Brumaire. With the support of key political and military figures, he overthrew the Directory and established the consulate, appointing himself as first consul. As first consul, Napoleon implemented a series of reforms aimed at stabilizing and modernizing France. He centralized the administration, reformed the legal system with the Napoleonic Code, and initiated public works projects that improved infrastructure. On December 2, 1804, Napoleon crowned himself Emperor of the French in a lavish ceremony at Notre Dame Cathedral. This act symbolized the culmination of his rise to power and the establishment of a new dynasty. As emperor, Napoleon continued to expand his influence across Europe. Through a series of military campaigns, he established a vast empire, bringing much of the continent under French control. Napoleon's military prowess seemed unstoppable. His greatest triumph came at the Battle of Austerlitz in 1805, where he decisively defeated the combined armies of Austria and Russia. This victory solidified his reputation as one of the greatest military strategists in history. At the height of his power, Napoleon controlled an empire that stretched from Spain to Poland. His legal and administrative reforms had a lasting impact, and his Napoleonic Code served as a foundation for legal systems worldwide. However, Napoleon's ambitions would ultimately lead to his downfall. In 1812, he launched a disastrous invasion of Russia. The harsh winter, logistical challenges, and fierce Russian resistance decimated his grand army. The Russian campaign marked the beginning of the end for Napoleon. His weakened forces faced a series of defeats in the ensuing years, culminating in his abdication in 1814 and exile to the island of Elba. But the indomitable Napoleon would not remain in exile for long. In 1815, he escaped from Elba and returned to France, rallying support for a dramatic comeback known as the 100 Days. For a brief period, it seemed as though Napoleon might restore his empire. But the Battle of Waterloo on June 18, 1815, ended his ambitions once and for all. Defeated by the combined forces of the British and Prussians, Napoleon was captured and exiled to the remote island of St. Helena. On St. Helena, Napoleon lived out the remainder of his days, a prisoner of the British. He spent his time reflecting on his life and legacy, dictating his memoirs to loyal followers. On May 5, 1821, he died, reportedly of stomach cancer, though some speculated about the possibility of poisoning. Today, Napoleon's influence can still be seen throughout France and beyond. Monuments like the Arc de Triomphe stand as testament to his impact on history. His life and legacy continue to be studied and debated, a testament to the enduring fascination with this enigmatic figure.